With another video. You already know how it goes. Are we on there? So what I want to talk about here is now eternal moment, because you already know this on eternal now moment. I want to talk about. What I want to talk about. I want to talk about how to let go. Really how to let go, because maybe again people got letting go wrong, and how to stop judgment. So here we go. So yeah, it's really simply easy. Letting go of that old activity inside your mind. If you can just be aware without thinking. But a lot of people can't do that. Be aware without thinking, because it's like, then what next? You might think, what next? Then but yeah, it's simply easy. It really simply easy when you just if you do meditate, meditating. If you do meditate, you know what meditate. You just let everything be. It's simply easy. It's the same way. It's the same way. Cause the mind. It thinks. It try to thinks, and it try. It thinks about stuff. It describes stuff. And it judge stuff, but that's the mind. All you gotta see is the mind like that. Oh, that's the mind. That's the mind does that. You see, a thought comes up, like, oh, okay, it's a thought. Just observe it. Just be the observer, because you are the observer. You are the awareness. You can't be something you're aware of. So if a thought come up, just be like, okay, yeah, I notice it's a thought. Oh, I thought about something. I thought about, I don't know, a car. Oh, okay, you like that car. I thought about that car. Okay. Then you like, oh, you seen the thought. Just observe the thoughts. You just observe thought. You observe thought. You can't be them, okay? You can't be something you're aware of, or you can't be your phone, okay? It's like that, it's the mind does that, the mind try to describe things, the mind try to work on things, try to solve things, but you gotta let it be. You gotta let the mind be. If a thought rises, like, okay, thoughts just rising. You gotta let them rise up. Just let them rise, just like a plane flying in the sky. You see, you hear the plane, but the plane already flying. You're not gonna try to stop that plane from flying in the sky. You just gotta let it be. So yeah, when the thought rises, you can be like, okay, you just be the observer. Be like, okay, that's a thought about another thought that I just had. Wow, that's a thought about something that maybe not what you prefer, but it's really showing you that's not who you are. Because anything that's not what you prefer, that's not who you are. So you just see them arise. Like, okay, okay, wow, that thought is about something I like. Oh, okay, that thought is just about another thought that's not what I prefer, but it just really just showing myself that's not who I are. You know what I'm saying? Thought it just rise. All you have to do is the observer. You are the observer. You the awareness itself. You the awareness. You the observer. You don't change. All the other things change. Ask yourself, if you do meditate, who you would be without thoughts. Ask yourself, who am who I am without thoughts. You want to meditate, ask yourself who I am without thoughts. Just sit down and observe in meditation. You ain't got a meditation. You can just be observing right now. Like, who I am without thoughts. Just sit there and observe, All them other things, they're just, they come and go. It disappears and disappears. We're finna get into that. Yeah, and I also want to talk about, like I said, judgment, so many people, be judged. I ain't say, you don't judge. You might pick up judgment, from somewhere else, because judgment really is still like that mind in survival, because, it wouldn't mind come from, they would really engage. I ain't come from that age, so I can't say, I was enveloped, my mind was enveloped to be hunting for, animals and stuff like that, but, human involvement, came from, caveman thing. So, so it's that what they say the mind, the mind still like be in survival mode. So so it's like it automatically, it automatically thinks like, what to stay away from, or what to stay away from, what to go towards, or what's safe or what's unsafe. The mind does that. So but but we not living in the woods. We not out there, in trees hunting for deers and stuff like that. So, cause but most people still thinking that survival mode, but it's not like you. It's the brain, It's like the brain, the brain still like in survival mode. What to stay away from, what to go towards. What's safe, what's not safe. What's comfortable, what's uncomfortable. What things like that. But most people still stuck with that survival mode. What I mean, this survival mode stuff, it dwindles, success. It dwindles, your long term achievement. I ain't talking about goals. I'm talking about long term achievements. Like I said, proving yourself with small wins, not goals. About proving it to yourself with small wins and not goals. Okay, but some people still stuck in survival mode, and some people say goals. Some people say can't get past their goals. They can't make their goals because they brains say they came from caveman, so still in survival mode. What to stay away from, what to go towards. Things like that. So, or you may be in an environment that was, maybe your parents, had that, and had that survival mode thing. Like they had to constantly, just be in survival mode, constantly, doing this and doing that, working hard and doing that, trying to survive, thinking about this, trying to protect themselves, trying to protect themselves over here, trying to protect themselves from their neighbor, trying to protect themselves from their city, trying to protect themselves from this, trying to protect themselves from that. Still in survival mode, trying to protect yourself. They always say it came from from the woods. Caveman days. The brain still evolved on that. And humans, we not in right, we're not in woods and stuff like that, but but we still in survival, trying to protect. You really be trying to protect yourself. So most people doing this and doing that, trying to protect themselves from this, trying to protect themselves from that. But all that do is it bothers you down. It bothers you down to short term. It bothers you down to short term, not long term. It bothers you down to short term achievement. Like maybe you trying to please yourself. Maybe you trying to please yourself by trying to make yourself better now. But you compromise your health now by trying to make yourself better now, trying to make yourself feel better by the situation now, and not thinking long term, not thinking how you can use this situation so you can move forward, in the long term. So when when that situation come up, you can move past it with ease. But some people, like I said, still in that trying to protect, still in that survival mode, and still holding on and being attached, trying to protect themselves from this, trying to protect themselves from that. So you try to feel better. You try to feel better in a moment, like the short term, and like in this now moment. It's on this now moment, but you're trying to protect yourself. I'm gonna say in a situation that you might not prefer, but you're trying to make yourself feel better about the situation, and not see how can you move past the situation. So if something like that come up, you can just automatically move past it. You're not saying how you can move past it. You saying now. You know, you trying to protect yourself now. You trying to see how you get past it now, and trying to make yourself feel better now, and trying to, you know, maybe trying to fight with it, or trying to fix and fix it, trying to flip it and fix it, and trying to make it better now, instead of seeing how you can, instead of seeing how you can this situation, you know, serve you. Instead of seeing how the situation can serve you, and so you can move past and be like, okay, you know, I decided to serve, you know, you decided to serve you. So you like, if it come up, you like, okay, you know, there's, it doesn't bother you, because you see it as serving you. You get what I'm saying? You see it as serving you, instead of you have to do something about it and try to get rid of it. But yeah, what should we talking about? Yeah, and most people, stuck on, like I said, the minds. Like I said, when thoughts just arise, when thoughts already happen. This ephemeral is already been playing out. Just like let's say what is already happened. It's just like, if you wake up in the morning, if you wake up and you see the sun shine, it's just, the sun has already been written. The sun is already there. You're not gonna stop the sun from rising up. The sun already rises up. It's just like them thoughts. They part of the funeral. They already said what they said. They already came up. They already said what they said. They already said whatever. They appeared and disappeared. They already appeared and disappeared. It's just an old dead ephemeral. Okay? But it been passed. You know what I'm saying? It been passed. It's like a plane flying in the sky. You can't stop that plane from flying in the sky. You see the plane, it's flying in the sky. You can hear the plane, but you can't stop. You can't stop it because it's already flying. It's just like them changing form of thoughts or feelings. You just gotta let it be. You gotta let them go. You gotta let them pass through. You gotta let them go, man. Not let them go. I don't say let go, because some people got to let them go wrong. I'm getting to it. Because some people think that letting go is thinking that you have to thinking that you have to try to barter down something that you think is valuable, or think that you have to think that you have to try to do techniques and stuff like this, so you can stop it, so you can I guess get rid of it, or make it go away. Yeah, but most people interpret letting go is about balling it down, so you can't till you can't be aware of it no more, or try to do something to get rid of it, so you won't that's it, so you won't be aware of it no more. But most people got letting go wrong. Letting go like you have to try, like you have to try to let some go, like you have to try to you have to think your way to try to let it go, or you gotta allow it. Or about letting it go, you think about if you think but Tershman letting it go is think if you let it go, then you thinking that you just allowing it, you just allowing it in your reality. You just allowing it there to be there until to be there to let something be there that you don't prefer. It's not about that, okay? Most people got letting go wrong. Letting go is about it's something. It's real. Everything's real easy. I swear, everything's real easy. It's about letting it be. It's letting it be. I said, allowing it to be. You have to allow it to be, because you know what? All possibilities exist. Like I said, you exist in all possibilities. You exist in all possibilities. You exist in all realities within you, not outside of you. Though I said you can be aware of something. You can be aware of something that you don't like within you, a version of yourself. It may think of something, or might have something you don't want. Or you can be aware of a version that you prefer, that have something you would love to have, that feels good to you. You exist in all realities, but you gotta let all possible. You gotta let them be. You gotta let possibility be, man. Okay. another video talk about this. But yeah, you gotta let it all be, man. You gotta let it be. It's about letting it be, not letting go, letting it be, let it pass through. Just like you hearing, it's just like you breathing. You know, you ain't gonna try to hold your breath in so you can't breathe. You know, it's like in and out breath, in and out breath. You know, in and out breath, man. You just gotta let it be, man. Like you breathing, you gotta let it be. You just gotta let it be like that. Back what we talking about. Yeah, we talking about. Oh yeah, we talking about changing form thoughts. Yeah, changing form thoughts. Like I said, it's just a film roll that's already been played out. You know, the thoughts already happened. The changing feelings that already has happened. They already passed through. They already has happened. It's old. They old dead thoughts. They old dead feelings. They're part of the old dead film roll that's already playing out. The script already been written. It's a script already been written. You can be no, you can be carried away with the script if you're not, you know, like I said, if you like to manifest, you don't have to manifest, but you always manifesting anyway. So, it's your choice. But back what I was saying though, most people getting carried away with the film role, why just waking up and just being going whatever pops up, they just going with it, and they not manifesting really. They're not assuming or they're not imagining who they would love to be or what they would love to do. They simply just waking up and just they really just they really just getting what they've been handing to them. Whatever been handed to them, they taking it and they running with it. Basically what I'm saying, So most people just follow along with the dead film roll. But if you ain't following the dead film roll, then you know what I'm talking about, It's about line up who you love to be and what you would love to do, and going with that. Like I said, what you would love to do. Go with it. Sit inside the room and say, what do I most love to do? What did I most love to do? What did I most love to do? What did I most love to do? Or you say, what is my genius? What is my genius? 10 minutes. 30-second breaths. Man, I'm telling you, it would change your whole reality, man. Listen, yeah. And I don't get to it. We're gonna get into it on some other levels. But like I was saying, I said them changing form of thoughts, it already has happened. They been happening. They probably dead film road already played out. They old dead thoughts, they old dead script already played out. Okay, so you can't change it. If you try to change it, you just resisting it. And like I said, most people, resisting. They're trying to battle with the changing form of thoughts, or they're trying to battle with the feelings. When you battle with them, all you doing is you getting more. You battle with, so they gonna pop up more. It's just like whack-a-mole. You hit the mole like whack-a-mole. You knock one down, you knock a thought or a feeling down. Try to think you doing something about it, and then a next one pop up. You be like, what the heck? And then you gotta hit it again. It's like you gotta swat a mosquito. You think you swat a mosquito, another mosquito come. It's like playing whack-a-mole. Okay, you don't want to play that. It's about letting it be. Focus on what you love. What I was saying. What else? Yeah, I want to talk about I want to talk about And most people, they talk about trying to protect themselves in a short term. Trying to focus on trying to protect themselves, trying to protect themselves from this, trying to protect themselves from that. Like I said, you're not giving yourself the chance to relax. You think about surviving. You think about trying to protect yourself. You think about trying to be in your comfort zone. Trying to be in your comfort zone, trying to protect yourself from this, trying to protect yourself from that. Really what people doing. You trying to feel better about a situation that that maybe they're not suited for you, but you want to protect yourself now. You want to protect yourself now, so you want to feel good about that situation that really don't suit you or that you really don't prefer. So you want to protect yourself now. So you want to feel better now. You want to make yourself feel better now. So you try to please yourself to make yourself better now, but all that leads to short term accomplishment, short term establishment, I mean, you always gonna end up going short. Like you say, like if you say you wanna like do something, you're gonna end up going short because you you compromising by trying to feel better about something you probably don't prefer, but you trying to feel better, trying to protect yourself now, and that what they do try to protect yourself from the judgment, for the judgment of what of what you of what you really think you know what you really think you protecting, what you really think you protecting. So you really trying to feel better about a situation or event, whatever, something like that. But by trying to protect yourself and try to feel better about it, and try to protect yourself from judgment of who you really think you are, or what you think that can ruin yourself, or think that can ruin who you are, or mess up who you are, or mess up who you trying to be, or whatever like that. So yeah, most people holding on, being attached to is protecting on themselves. So that end up stopping them from the long term, for the long term, you know like it stopped them from, if they it stopped them from doing what makes them happy, doing what make them happy, or doing what they love, because they end up short. You get what I'm saying? They're on the short side. Like it was something like you want to start a business, right? You want to start a business, but you've been protecting you're trying to protect yourself, then you're trying to protect yourself there about maybe you working so hard, you're working so hard, you're not even giving your moment. But maybe on a computer all day, you're not even giving your chance, to go out, relax, or enjoy your time, because you think about surviving mode. You think about you gotta get this, you gotta get that, and maybe you're trying to start a business, but you start a business and you launch it, and you ask people, family and friends and stuff like that, to buy from you, and nobody don't buy from you, and then and you think you might think that you're a failure, but you're not no failure. Everything is feedback. Okay, there's such thing as failure. It's always feedback. But you may think that, and you may fall short. You're like, man, you might give up on the business. You're gonna give up on the business because you thinking short term. You've been busy protecting yourself from this, protecting yourself from that. You don't think you gotta protect yourself from these people. You gotta protect yourself from your city. You gotta constantly be in survival mode. You gotta constantly work hard for this. You gotta constantly work hard for that. And you gotta constantly do this, constantly do that, or because of this, or because of that. And you're not giving your chance to breathe, you're not giving your chance to relax, get what I'm saying? So you give up on the short term, you're not going for the long term, but you would have been in for the long term, and you say, okay, this is just feedback, just showing me, okay. So you get feedback, ask them, what's good about my product and stuff like that, and then, okay, you see this good, and then if you get the feedback, from your family and friends and stuff like that, you say, okay, I can improve it. And then you go long, you go long. So if any time that comes up again, okay, anybody really messing with my product like that, you're like, okay, so I can see what I need to improve on for my product, and make it better, so my customer, my clientele, can work for me, so we can do business together. And then you go for the long term, you keep going. So if any problem come up again that's about your business and it's not taking off, I'm like, okay, how can I see this situation, serve myself, or how can I get the feedback for this so I can improve my product? That's long term. But some people thinking the short term, they thinking about now. They trying to survive now. They trying to feel better now. They trying to feel better now. They trying to trying to protect themselves of the judgment, trying to protect themselves of the judgment of what, what is even they protecting. They're trying to protect themselves from judgment, what they think they protecting, you might be trying to protect something that doesn't even serve you, you think about short term goals, you think about trying to feel better, and and compromise your health, trying to protect yourself from judgment from something that doesn't even serve you, something that doesn't even feel good, something that feels heavy, you know. But yeah, most people does that. And what else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, like I said, some people get caught up in thoughts and feelings, about the story, the story of this, the story of that, because so many people, hold on what you call the past, but like I said, the past don't exist. The past don't exist. The future don't exist. It's only this now moment. You think about a past, what a past at in your head, what a future at in your head. Either a moment that hasn't happened yet, or a moment that has happened but it's still not happening now, okay? It's on this now moment. Like I'm talking now, you're gonna do something now, okay? Because everything you're gonna do it now, okay? Like I said in my other video, everything you're gonna do it now. Everything you're gonna do it now, okay? You're gonna talk now, you're gonna speak now, you're gonna do it now. You're gonna do it now. Like you talking now, you breathing like you breathing now. You're not gonna breathe a week ago. You're not gonna breathe 2 days ago. You're gonna breathe now. It's the same exact way. It's on this now moment. Yeah, like what I was saying though. Yeah, so most people, holding on, trying to, fix and flip, change the form of thoughts, and holding on to stories, holding on to old stories, about themselves, about a past, like I said, a past that doesn't exist, and a future that doesn't exist, because it's only this now moment. All them other moments, it's just in the head, okay? Like I was saying though, yeah. So most people, try to, holding on to things that's not in the now moment, and being attached or addicted, maybe attached and addicted to a situation that happened, what you may call this on this now moment, but you may call 10 years ago, and it really is you think about the judgment. Either you judging the situation, or you judging the people in the situation, or you judging yourself in the situation. But it doesn't even matter. That them people don't even that them people didn't matter. Them other beings didn't matter. That situation not even happening. But you can hold on to the judgment of yourself, because you might think it feels unfair, or you may think it, or you may think it that, or you may think that it didn't serve you in a way, or it didn't serve you in ways, but you keep thinking of it, and that what did it do? They just feel what you were feeling in that situation, in that moment of you being attached, judging yourself on the situation, being attached to it and judging it. That just keep you, being attached to the feeling, being attached to the situation that doesn't even matter, that's not happening now, that is not reality. That just keep you in a moment that doesn't even exist. It's on this now moment. But if you think of a moment that doesn't exist, what you call a past, and judging it, because it's about you just judge. Either you judging the situation, or you judging people in the situation, or you judging yourself. Judging yourself about it. But you keep being attached to that. All you gonna do is bring up the feelings. They don't be mad. All you gonna do is just bring up the feelings. Maybe you can bring up that situation as well, though. Okay, you keep thinking about it, you can bring up that same situation as well. But when you do that, put your focus there. That doesn't even matter. You bringing up that, you just creating that now. It's on this now moment. Okay, this now moment is the now moment is your past. Now moment is your future. So whoever you would love to be, it will be that now. It's gonna be your past and it's gonna be your future. Okay, but if you think about something that's not happening now or that hasn't happened yet, and you worry about, concerned about something, labeling or judging it, then you can create that. But you know, like I said, some people, been attached, and being attached to, really, it's really been attached to judging yourself, judging yourself about it, really, it's really about judging yourself about, the situation, or, the people, or, that's a, the situation, the people, or yourself. You really just judging yourself about it, how you feel about it. But it doesn't even matter, because you are in every moment, use a new moment. And even that situation, like I said, it doesn't matter, it doesn't exist, it's only this now moment. But you put your focus there, you can create that. You put your attention and your focus there, you can create that by putting that there. Something that doesn't exist and that doesn't even matter. Okay, that there's no moment connected with no other moment. I know some people think that a past is not a result of the now or future. The past don't exist. Only this moment. This moment, what you decide right now, is your past, is your now, is your future. Who you love to be right now, who you decide to be right now, is your past, is your now moment, is your future. Okay? Anything else you heard doesn't matter and doesn't exist. It's only the now moment. So who you love to be now, or what you choose, or what you most put your focus on, that who you being right now. Basically what I'm saying, okay? But putting your attention somewhere else that doesn't exist or that hasn't happened yet, you create them moments. That's why you feel them feelings. And we feel them feelings when you think about something that's not happening now, or think about that hasn't happened now, because you just create you create a mess for yourself. You create a mess for yourself, But it's all be avoided. Come back to this now moment. It's only this now moment. It's only this now moment. All the other moments, they doesn't exist. And how you can get over judging yourself is not how you forgive yourself. It's not about forgiving people. It ain't how you forgive people. It's not about forgiving. Oh, I'm finna forget. No, it's not about that. Okay. And how you forget, it's not about forgiving yourself. Oh, I forgive. No, it's not about that. Like I said, it's about deciding and choosing who you love to be now. By deciding who you love to be, who I am, you decide that I am, and whatever you say after that, I am, that's who you're gonna be. Either you can assume it like that, or you can imagine it and say it. You can imagine, you can assume it, imagine, and say it. Whatever, which one. You can assume it by just saying I am, or you can imagine and say it. Okay, let be your whole reality, and you go with that. You follow the Pharaoh. You don't go against the Pharaoh. So if something comes up, or any other moment that you think, there's a future, or there's a past or a future that doesn't exist, that's not happening now, that's just all up in the head, that's who you are not. All you got to let it be. Just let it be, because it doesn't exist, and it doesn't even matter, because it's not even you. It try to remind you of who you are not. That's not who you are. You in this now moment, and all the other stuff is just in the head. It doesn't even matter, and it have nothing to do with this present moment, because there's no other moment connecting with any other moment. I get, if any other moment was connected with the other moment, then you would have had anything from the other moment. You would have still been that child. You would have still been that same age, that same size as yourself in that other moment. Then you change. Then his body, grow up, right? Then you scale up. So is you still that moment that you was a kid? You still that little kid? You still that little size? I didn't think so. I didn't think you was that little kid. The little. I don't think so. That what was it? I don't think you still that a child. I don't think you still like a child. I don't think you still have a body of a child. You get what I'm saying? So there's no other moment. I don't think you still like I don't think you still like the child version of yourself. Basically what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you still like that body, that version of yourself, okay? They're not connected. You still don't look like that right now. You get what I'm saying? So you're not even that person, because every moment is a new moment. You always changing in every moment, and there's no other moment connected. Okay, there's no other moment connected. You know, there's no other moment connected. Okay. Uh, yeah. What I was saying. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. You know, some people, attached to that. Things. Really really doesn't matter. Future, past. That doesn't matter. And that doesn't exist because it's only this now on right now. But yeah. So, some people might think. Them might be stuck on. Somebody. Maybe your neighbor's. Dog pooped in the yard, and you thinking about it, you thinking about the thought, and you keep focused on it, and keep you putting your energy there. You gonna think of the anger. You gonna feel that anger. You gonna keep thinking about it, and then that's gonna just fill you up. Cause you know why? You keep on thinking about something that doesn't exist. That moment doesn't exist. It's only that moment. So why? That's why it don't feel good. It's why it don't feel good when you think about a moment that doesn't exist, or when you think about a moment that hasn't happened yet. When you think about a moment that doesn't exist, or think about a moment that doesn't happen yet, it doesn't feel good. Because they doesn't exist. It's only this now moment. Who you be now is going to be the moments. Yeah, and what else I want to say? Like I said, them changing forms of thoughts, it just changing form of thoughts. They already has happened. They're part of Finro already has played out. They already has happened. They dead. They old dead forms of thoughts that already has happened. They already have passed. They already have went. Okay, it's just like a movie. Just like a movie. It's just like a movie. Okay, it already has happened. So you can't stop something that already has happened. It's like a moving train. You can't stop the train from happening. It already has happened. So you gotta let it be. Let them transform thoughts be. Let them be. You let them be. Let them feelings be. Let them be. Let them come. Let them go. Let them be. You're not allowing them to to persist in your life. You're not allowing them to persist in your life. No, then they can't persist in your life because you know what? They already has happened. They can't persist in your life. It already has happened. It's part of the film road. That already has happened. All right. But if you think, don't even think like that. No, but if you is an overthinking, you think like that. Thinking that they can persist in your life, change the form of thoughts or feelings that you don't prefer. Then that's what you're gonna expect. You gonna expect that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they can't persist in y'all because that already has happened. The funeral already been shot. The funeral already been filmed. Them changing form thought that already has happened. Just like a movie, you going to the movie theater. The movie already been shot. It's just like the form of thoughts. They already been shot. They already been filmed. All you just being aware of them and just observe them. As long as you're aware of them, you can't be something you're aware of them. They dissolve. When they come to your awareness, they dissolve. Because they already has happened anyway. But they dissolve. Every thought exists. You like I said, they say you have like 60,000 thoughts, and them thoughts already exist. No one is not thinking them thoughts. Every thought exists, you gotta let them be. Every thought exists. They already exist. They're part of the film road. I'm playing it out. The script already been written, so you can't go against the film road. You just gotta let them play out. Just like you in the movie, you can't go in the movie and just say and throw your popcorn and say, man, I want them to start this whole movie over. I ain't like that. I want them to start this whole movie over. You can't do that, Yeah, just like them changing form of thoughts. That already has happened. It probably is film roll. I did film roll. Already been shot. Already been scripted. The people playing their parts. The feelings playing their part. Senses playing their part. The body mind playing their part. All you gotta do is be an observer, be the awareness. And light up like I said, light up your wish field. Light up your reality and just go with the film roll. You go with it. You light up what you love and go with the film roll and don't go against it. Okay? And I'm telling you, you want to see that joy. You're going to be like, woo. Woo. But, yeah, what else I want to say? Yeah, I want to talk about, most people, like I said, I'm coaching people. And most people think they can't get rid of this inner monologue, inner monologue. You call it ego persona, whatever. Ego doesn't exist. Ego doesn't exist, okay? Ego doesn't exist. Ego doesn't exist. But some people call it ego. But it's like inner monologue. It's like I said, it's like hot water and cold water. So you know, other side of that hot water is cold water. So yeah, it might be a inner monologue that's negative. Maybe you know, I don't call anything negative. Everything neutral to myself. So I'm gonna say it's neutral. An inner monologue that's neutral, but you may call it negative because it's talking about stuff that you prefer, or things that you don't want. You know, with that, it just that little me. You know, it's that little me. You know, that little the body. You know, you got three. Really, it's a 3D self. Okay, you call it a 3D self. You know, a 3D self is like this body. You know, because look, you got your spirit, and then you got this 3D self. You know, 3D self that it wants to do stuff. It wants to, you know, it wants to constantly, you know, it wants to constantly try to, you know, figure out and constantly, you know, want to get rid of stuff. You know, you don't want to get rid of stuff. You know, constantly want to do this and do that. Just want to do this. You know, just want to do stuff. You know, we see him thinking that if he sees something that it doesn't prefer, he want to do something about it. You get what I'm saying? Want to do this, want to do that, want to do this about it. You know, you want to get rid of that, want to get rid of this, but it's not about that. Okay, it's not about that. Okay, you gotta let that 3D, you gotta let that 3D self suffer. You gotta let it suffer in its own demise. You gotta let it down the vine. Down the vine, when that inner dialogue, that inner talking we call negative self-talk, you know, when it just, all it is, it just stories that just about yourself that's not yourself, or about your life that's not your life. You know, it just stories. It just stories about yourself that's not yourself, or a story that's about your life that's not your life. They just stories. They just stories, and not reality. Okay, like I said in my other videos, even them, that inner monologue, that negative story, negative self-talk, you know, and just the inner me that tries to, you know, say something about something. You know, you may call it ego, whatever. It's not an ego, but you know, that little me, that inner me, that inner dialogue. You know, the inner dialogue, the negative self-talk. You know, that constantly talk, jump about stuff. You know, like I said, it's just a story about yourself that's not yourself, and just a story of your life that's not your life. You know, all you got, if you ain't give no power, you know, you ain't have no power up above. You know, you up above. I am. Okay, you don't have no power over I am. You know, like I said, you could simply say this. You know, simply say this. You know, because it really just in a monologue. So you say, you know, limited, because they just limited stories that's about yourself, that's not yourself, or it's about your life, that's not your life. You know, doesn't have any type of meaning, doesn't have any type of identity over who I am, over who I say I am. You know, here and now, no matter what. That's all you got to say. You know, because that doesn't have any meaning unless I am, unless you say so. You know, they don't have any meaning. Okay, they don't have any meaning. Change form of thoughts don't have any meaning at all. Have whatsoever. Okay, and let's change the form of thoughts. You know, like I said, unless it was given enough above, unless, you know, I am said so. You know, unless you said so. You know. But they don't have any meaning at all. Then, you know, the inner negative self-talk, it's just a story. It's just about yourself. It's just a story. You know, it's just a story about things. You know, it's a story about things. How you see it today? It's just a story about things. It really just a story. I say it's just a distraction, limited story about yourself that's not yourself, or about your life that's not your life. It's just a limited story about things, okay? That's not who you are, okay? They come and go, they disappears. You know? They come and go, they disappears. It's what they do. Like I said, you can easily say this, you know, limited stories. It's just about yourself. It's not yourself. or just about your life or about your reality. Have nothing that has any meaning, have nothing that has any identity, have nothing that has any reality over who I say I am here and now, no matter what, you know. And you carry on with that. I got a lot of things, but this is my coaching, you know. You want some more coaching videos like this? It's my, you know, Light Up Love. You can follow us on IG, Instagram, if you would like. You know, Light Up Love. They really do a bit. It's really a community thing, you know. Help people expand the awareness, you know. We do things, you know. I might be back on here, you know, jam, but hey, you know, been blessed, you know. Another video dropping real soon, okay. But Spirit God here, Spirit God out. Alright.